Okay, take a look at this. We're seeing a pair of robotic arms carefully placing these delicate, wet bowls into a dishwasher rack. Now, this is not your typical factory floor, right? This isn't a robot doing the same exact motion a million times over. This is a kitchen. Every single bowl is a little different. The rack has its own specific layout, and the whole task, well, it needs a gentle touch and some serious spatial awareness to avoid breaking anything. It's a complex, messy, real-world job.
And now look at this. It's the same type of robot, but now it's handling a t-shirt. You know, folding laundry has been an absolute nightmare for robotics for decades. And why? Because cloth is what's called a deformable object. It doesn't have a fixed shape. So the robot can't just learn a set of coordinates. It has to actually understand the physics of fabric, how to coax this soft, unpredictable thing into a nice, neat fold.
And here we go again, this time unpacking a small backpack. It's dealing with zippers, straps, and who knows what kind of items of different shapes and sizes are inside. I mean, think about it. Dishes, laundry, unpacking, each of these tasks is wildly different from the others. They all require a completely different set of movements and an understanding of totally different physical properties.
So this all leads to this central, kind of mind-bending question. What if these actions aren't the result of thousands of hours of super-specific programming for every single little task? What if this robot is showing us something fundamentally new? The ability to learn how to do almost anything just by watching the world around it.
Okay, let's dive into this because what we're looking at is a truly groundbreaking new model from NVIDIA, and it's called DreamZero. This is not just another robot, it's a whole new paradigm. And the name itself is a huge clue. This is a robot that predicts, or you could say dreams, a video of what's most likely to happen before it ever moves a single circuit.
So for this explainer, we're going to start with that big dream of a generalist robot, then dig into the core problem that stood in the way for so long. After that, we'll look at DreamZero's breakthrough idea, pop the hood to see how it works, check out its incredible real-world results, and finally talk about what this all means for the next wave of robotics. For decades, we've all seen it in the movies and read about it in books, right? Rosie the robot from the Jetsons, C-3PO from Star Wars. This idea of a single, super capable assistant that can understand what we're saying and help out with any number of everyday tasks. But you know, moving that dream out of Hollywood and into a real-world lab has been one of the toughest problems in all of engineering and computer science.
So let's really break down this wall that researchers have been hitting their heads against. Why has a do-anything robot been so incredibly elusive? Well, it really all boils down to one single word: generalization. It's the ability for a system to do a task correctly in a situation it has never, ever seen before. So if you train a robot to pick up a specific red block from a specific spot, it's going to fail if you show it a blue ball, or even if you just move that red block 2 inches to the left. That right there is the generalization problem in a nutshell.
This slide just perfectly contrasts the two philosophies. On the left, you've got the old way. This meant creating these highly specialized models. If you wanted a robot to stack bowls, you'd show it like tens of thousands of examples of stacking those exact bowls in that exact kitchen. The data was super repetitive, and the robot that came out of it was brittle. They learned a single choreography, not the concept of stacking. The slightest change, and poof, it would fail. But on the right, you have the DreamZero way, and it's a complete paradigm shift. It uses a single, generalist foundation model that learns not from repetitive data, but from diverse data. So instead of learning one task a million times, it learns a million different things once. And that's how you build a robot that's robust and can actually adapt to new things.
And this brings us to the core conceptual leap, the absolute heart of the DreamZero breakthrough. See, if you can't teach a robot every single possible task, what can you teach it instead? Well, you teach it how the world works. You give it an intuition for physics. This is a fundamental shift from programming robots to actually teaching them. And the way you do that is with something called a world action model. Let's just spend a moment on this because it is so important. A traditional robot model, it might learn a simple mapping. If I see this, I do that. It's purely reactive. But a world action model, or a WAM, it's predictive. It asks a much more profound question. It asks, given the way the world is right now, and if I do this specific sequence of actions, what will the world look like a few moments from now? It actually learns to generate little video clips of the future. It's not just learning actions, it's learning cause and effect. That prediction, that little dream of a future video, is what guides its actions. It's a pretty revolutionary idea, isn't it? If you're finding this as fascinating as I am, you should definitely subscribe for more deep dives into the AI that's shaping our future.
So we've got the high-level concept. The robot dreams about the future to figure out what to do, but how does that actually work? What does the engine that powers this dream actually look like? Come on, let's go under the hood.
This slide here brilliantly illustrates the two modes of DreamZero's existence. Over on the left, we have the training loop. This is how it learns. It's fed huge amounts of video, action data, and language descriptions, and the model learns to connect all three, predicting what the next video frames and the next robot action should be, all at the same time. Then on the right, we have inference, which is the robot in action. It takes in what it's already seen and a command, like pack the fruits, and then it starts predicting, or dreaming, the future. It generates a future action, does it, and then, this is the critical part, it sees what really happened and updates its understanding.
So what is the brain that's doing all of this? Well, it's a massive 14 billion parameter model. But its size isn't even the most important part. It's the architecture. It's an autoregressive diffusion transformer, which basically fuses three of the most powerful ideas in modern AI. Let's break down what that actually means. Okay, first up is the diffusion model. This is the same kind of tech that powers many of those incredible AI image generators you've probably seen. The model is trained to take a noisy, staticky mess and just gradually clean it up, or denoise it, until a clear, coherent image emerges. But for DreamZero, it's doing this not just for a single picture, but for a whole sequence of future video frames and robot actions. It literally dreams up the future by sculpting it out of pure static, guided by its deep understanding of how the world is supposed to look and move.
The second key part is that it's autoregressive. This is a concept borrowed from large language models like GPT. So when a language model writes a sentence, it generates the first word, and then based on that word, it generates the second, and so on and so on. Each step informs the next. And for robotics, this is absolutely crucial. It allows DreamZero to generate a smooth, continuous sequence of movements where each action flows logically from the last, instead of just a series of jerky, disconnected motions. It's the difference between fluid, lifelike movement and clunky robotic action.
So let's boil that entire complex architecture down into a simple four-step loop that happens multiple times a second. First, the robot observes the world through its cameras. Second, it predicts. It runs that world action model to dream up the most likely successful future video and the actions that create it. Third, it acts, executing the first part of that dreamed-up action plan. And fourth, and this is the secret sauce, it updates. It takes the actual new frame from its camera and uses that to correct its internal state before starting the whole loop all over again.
And that is the crucial point, this update with real observation step. Without it, any tiny error in the robot's dream would just compound, leading it further and further away from reality. By constantly checking its predictions against what its camera actually sees, DreamZero grounds its imagination in the real world. It keeps it from getting lost. You can think of it like a hiker who doesn't just trust their initial plan, but is constantly checking their map and compass against the actual terrain to correct their course.
Okay, so the theory is brilliant. The architecture is super powerful, but doesn't actually work. This is where things get really exciting. Let's move to the results and see how this all builds into some truly incredible real-world performance.
First up, generalization. On benchmark tests, DreamZero more than doubled the performance of previous models on tasks it had never seen before. Now that's not just a small improvement, that is a massive leap. It proves this entire approach is fundamentally better. This means the world action model isn't just another technique, it's a superior way of teaching robots.
Now, running a 14 billion parameter video prediction model is, you can imagine, computationally expensive. If each thought loop took a minute, the robot would be totally useless. But the NVIDIA team implemented a whole suite of optimizations to achieve a staggering 38 times speedup in inference. This is what takes DreamZero from being a theoretical research paper to a practical, real-time system.
And that 38x speedup translates directly into this number, 7 Hz. That means the robot can complete that entire observe, predict, act, update loop 7 times every single second. This high frequency is what allows for the smooth, reactive, and precise control we see in the videos. It can adjust its plan on the fly as the world changes, just because it's thinking so incredibly fast.
And this table from the Droid benchmark just illustrates its superiority so clearly. For seen tasks, things it was trained on, yeah, it's better. But look at that unseen tasks row. The gap is massive. The paper even notes that older models would often just default to a generic pick-and-place motion when they got confused. DreamZero, on the other hand, actually seems to be performing visual planning, understanding the meaning of the new command and executing it successfully.
We can see that translation from language to action right here. On the left, a playful, kind of unusual command. Place the hat on the head.
The robot gets the objects and the spatial relationship it needs to pull that off. On the right, a more practical kitchen task. In both cases, a simple text prompt gets translated directly into a successful multi-step physical action in a complex, cluttered environment.
And this just shows the breadth of that generalization. It's not just about one type of object. Here we see it handling shoes, plates, spoons, various containers. The underlying model has learned a general understanding of how to interact with the physical world, which it can then apply to a huge variety of specific situations it has never encountered before. If you appreciate this level of detailed breakdown and want to stay ahead of the next leap in AI, now is the perfect time to subscribe so you don't miss our future explainers.
So, what does this all mean? Where do we go from here? The researchers are really clear about this. DreamZero isn't the final product. It's the proof of concept. It is the start of an entirely new wave of robotics built on this foundation of world models.
You know, one of the most fascinating things the NVIDIA team reports is that they keep discovering these new emergent capabilities that they never explicitly train the robot to do. Just by stress testing the system with random objects and commands, they found it can do things like fan burgers on a grill, press elevator buttons, or even play simple tunes on the xylophone. These skills were just learned implicitly, absorbed as part of the general physical knowledge it got from watching all that diverse video data.
And this quote from the team, it really says it all. They don't see this as an endpoint. They see it as a starting line. They've established that video world models are a powerful foundation, so the next step is to build bigger, better, and even more capable models on this same principle, which could lead to an explosion in robotic capabilities, kind of like what we've seen with large language models.
Now, it's also important to be grounded about the current limitations. The paper describes DreamZero as a System 1 thinker, which refers to that concept of fast, intuitive, reactive thought. It has a visual memory of about 6 seconds, so it excels at tasks that are right in front of it. What it can't do yet is complex long-term planning. It can't yet formulate a plan like, go to the kitchen, find the sponge, bring it back, and then clean the table. That kind of System 2 deliberate planning, well, that's the next major frontier for this research.
And this leaves us with a truly fascinating question to think about. We are really at the dawn of a new era where we can teach a machine the fundamental rules of physical interaction, not through painstaking code, but simply by letting it watch the world. So, when this technology matures, and you have a generalist robot in your home or your workplace, what will be the first thing you ask it to do? The possibilities are becoming less and less like science fiction and more like engineering challenges every single day.